Yo, what up guys, Brickside here, and this is the Noob2Pro on day 103. We've missed out on so many updates on the account, but I'll get you caught up all in this video so you know what the account has been up to. I'll tell you, it's great news and you're going to love it basically. So the last time I gave an update on this account, I did say we are trying to build our new champions. We did pull a Sia in the account, yes. So she got to 60, she got her masteries, and the next thing was to build this champion right so we can beat all dungeon 20 content, which is our goal on this account, to get all the Arbiter missions complete. Speaking of the Arbiter missions, let's quickly go check on where we are currently holding on to. Win 200 classic arena battles. I did tell you by the time we get to these missions that says upgrade a great hall bonus to level 10, I will have the required medals on the accounts to get it done, because the arena is easy to farm. So I've been putting in the work, and we're currently sitting at 1096 gold medals right there, which is more than enough. We need to take that great hall bonus to level 10 because it requires 1000. So I'm right on track. So but now I didn't anticipate the fact that we will still need to beat an entire 200 arena battles. So that's what I'm currently working on. So once that is done, the great hall will be upgraded to level 10, and then we can do Demon Lord or Nightmare. That's easy. Clear stage 17 of Dragon, all that's easy. And I have an update for the Fire Knight team, so you can see that. Spider 17, we can push our upgrade. So this is where we will have to build teams for this. So Drexter is our champion we're using for HP bomb for the Spider. I'm thinking to book him because of he's not currently being able to put enough HP bomb out there. So I've not seen any missions that we will get stuck on until we get to Fire Knight and Spider 20. Those are the two difficult ones, and we will be done with this chapter, part 4 of the Arbiter missions, and onto the new ones. So we are looking forward to the new ones that will be coming up. So that's what is the progress for missions. And what the account has been up to all this time that I didn't give an update is boom, farming. I'm clicking my inbox right now so you can see that we're currently sitting at 343 used space out of 400 of the inbox. So if the inbox is like this, imagine how the main inventory will be. Now this is not just farmable gear, this is actually forged, and well, not even forged gear. What actually filled this inbox up was, let me scroll to when the chaos started. Where is it? I have to sell all this. Yes. No, not this ones. Fire Knight gear. No, this is still forged gear. Fire Knight gear, yes. So it's Fire Knight gear that started this chaos over here and got the inbox full, about 200 space or 100 and something space. So you can see it's all 5-star, 5-star, 5-star Fire Knight gear. That means the Noob2Pro can now start farming good Fire Knight gear, and 6 stars also. 6 stars, 6 star, 5 stars, 6 stars, 5 star. So yes, good news, Noob2Pro can beat Fire Knight 20. I don't think we've also showed that team, but that's what the account has been up to. Why do we focus so much time on the Fire Knight? Is because there was a tournament going on for Fire Knight, and also because what's her name, Sia, needs this, what's this set? Savage sets. So the #1 set that people put on their Sia, the most recommended set for her, is Savage set, because she ignores defense on that Savage set. So Sia is fine, it's not a champion that nukes or whatever based on crit rate or crit damage, but you still need to give her enough stats to help the Karma Bond do its thing when it, you know, removes all the buffs. So I didn't want to build this champion substandard way, give her speed, give her lifesteal, give her, you know, anything we can just to boost the damage. I wanted to get that set that is most recommended for her and give her the best nuking ability we can for the Noob2Pro. So that's why I did spend all this time in the Fire Knight getting Savage set and Stun set. Stun set for somebody else maybe, but we don't have any stun sets yet on the account, so I did farm that a lot. So see, it's an endless crew right there. All right, now that I've shown you the inbox, I wanted to wait till a artifact enhancement event starts before I start leveling up this gear and finding out the good ones. I'll also show you the ones we farmed so far. If I do filter, hopefully we find some good ones. This is not a gear cleanse video, so don't be bothered about it. I'm not going to take much of your time in this one. I just wanted to give you a new update for the Noob2Pro because we've been slacking on the updates because the account has just been farming. So this is not all though. This is not all. If I do click to show everything, let me quickly scroll to Savage and see what we're doing now for Savage. If we have more, we still have a lot of accuracy, a lot of lifesteal because it's still early game account, I guess. And then where is the Savage? We even have some immunity, and we have a mission that requires us to put this regeneration set on a champion. So I'm guessing now we can complete that mission. A set of regen sets. It's a mission. Come on, is that all we got from Savage? Well, if I bring in the one that I currently have in that inbox, it will maybe double this amount. But at least now we have something for Sia to work with. So that's what I'm gonna be doing soon. But I'm just waiting for an artifact enhancement event. But maybe I don't even need to wait because currently all I'm doing right now is the arena. That's why I'm not rushing. If there was a mission that required me to do something else, I'll do it. But because I'm currently focused on this mission, that's why I can wait for artifact enhancement before I level up all that gear and finally build Seer. And also this other champion that will be doing the reset for her has been taken to 50 also. So the last time I gave an update also, we complained about how slow our campaign farming was and how long it takes for us to get champions to 60. So I was complaining because Seer took some time. After Seer, now I had to take some other champion to 50. What's his name? Renegade took some time. It's done. But now, because we want a faster campaign format, the next champion I brought out of the vault was what's his face now? Are you out of the vault or in? He's already 50. Yes, Fellhound. So we wanted Fellhound to be the default campaign farmer for the account. So we started making that leap to level 60 for Fellhound. Fellhound is the next 60 for the account because we want faster campaign farmers. Currently, if you check out the account right there, you see me sitting at max energy, which is it never happens on this account or my main account. But because the campaign is so slow to farm and you know everything is not been going well for the account, basically, that's why I'm finding it difficult to spend this amount of silver when this amount of energy on the account, letting it happen while I have my main account that can do a lot of other stuff. So I rather log out of the Noob2Pro, let the energy stack up and go play on my main account. That's what I've been happening. But at night, before I go to bed, I stack up the energy, I turn on the Fire Knight, and I let the Noob2Pro go to town. That's how you saw me get all this gear. So I'm letting you know that for you to progress in Raid Shadow Legends as a whole, you have to do what I did. You can't just let your well, if you can do it, it's fine. But I've done it for the Dragon. I let it run all night at level 20, and now I can let it run all night at level 25. And now I'm doing it for the Fire Knight. This is how you change an account from early to mid game to end game, by the gear you have on the champions. So by the time Sia comes in with all that gear, she will have there'll be leftover gears for us to put on other champions that requires damage gear from the Fire Knights. So I'll show you the team that made it possible for us. If I have not shown it in the previous video, I don't remember. And this is the team that was able to farm this Fire Knight at a reasonable time, consistently. 0% fail. It was 100% success with this team because Sifi is there to bring up anybody that goes down. And of course, Farrakhan Fat is always there to take down the shield, no matter how many times the boss puts it up. I didn't even need to bring in Venomage. Normally we say that, hey, Venomage can come in there, put that heal reduction on this boss. But because on level 20, she's weak affinity to the boss, her heal reduction might not land. That's why I didn't bring her into this battle. So, alright. In the earlier stages, though, Venomage was really good at putting that heal reduction so the boss doesn't heal himself back up. So, by the time we put better gear on Sia, we might try to push this part level 20 and try to push for 25 on the Fire Knight. Because if we can do 3 minutes, I'm sure we can do a higher one. But I don't want to push my luck yet until my gear on those champions are upgraded. Alright, those are the updates for Fire Knight. Spider no update yet, and I did get all the minute scrolls for the champions that I need. The next update I want to share with you is regarding to the clan boss. Today is, well, it's evening already. It's almost what, 7 p.m. Arena reset happened 12 hours ago, and I've not spent any keys on the arena. Why? Because today was a bad one. You remember our arena team that we built when we were doing Brutal and Nightmare 3 key, 4 key. We finally built a Demeter comp that can do unkillable, right? 2 key Ultra Nightmare, 1 key Nightmare. But what I didn't tell you in that video was that, or I did say it, but maybe I didn't stretch it hard enough, but that team was not affinity friendly. Yes, we could block the stun. Everybody was saying you couldn't block the stun, or because, you know, it would be a problem not blocking the stun. But because I had this champion in the team, what's his name? Muslim Mage, he could block the stun, but he could not block the slow speed. So the problem with this team is that slow speed that the boss puts on us when we fight spirit affinity. Most Demeter comps have a problem with spirit affinity. Usually you need a force champion in there to take the is it the stun? To take the hits. Yeah, he becomes a target so that your other champions who are doing the turn meter boosting don't get targeted. But my problem here, it's not the just the problem of slow speed or the wrong affinity. My problem here is I'm using the wrong champion in these slots. So my solution to this, to make it affinity friendly is what they always say during these Demeter comps, is to finally take out one champion who maybe I don't need to block the stun anymore, and bring in the main champion who is supposed to be doing this job, and her name is Heres. So finally I now have to put Heres into this team and make it happen. Yes, I still don't have a Deacon Armstrong, but if you go to the Deadwood Jedi website, there is a team comp like this that allows Heres to work with a spirit, what's her name, with a high cartoon speed also. So I'll be building that team comp, and when I have Heres here, I will have to bring in Razen. Of course, you need a force affinity champion, you know, to take the hit from Heres so she doesn't get targeted. I bring in Razen as my damage dealer for that run, or if I have this guy built by that time, I might bring in, I have different force champions that I can use as the damage dealer for that particular day when it's spirit affinity. So right now, it's a huge complaint I'm trying to make is because once there is spirit affinity right now, I can't even do 10 million. Yes, that's a problem. It's a huge problem because that slow speed just makes everything goes out of sync and I fail the run. So if I wanted to do Nightmare today, I have to spend my 3 keys or 4 keys into Ultra Nightmare and not even get up to the second chest. So that's why you see me sitting on my keys today. I don't feel like even doing Nightmare or Ultra Nightmare because of how bad the comp is on Spirit. So first, Campaign Farmer will be built to 60, then Heres will be built to 60, then the the Clan Boss team will now have Heres coming in there to make it affinity friendly, and we'll switch in Force Champion. What gave me this idea? Originally, I was just fine with it because I had to wake up in the morning and get 1 key in Void. If you can get 1 key in Void before affinity changes, and then you can spend the rest of the 2-3 keys getting 10 million to reach that 70 million mark, right? So I tried to get 1 key in Void for Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare before it changes. But that seems not always possible because sometimes the keys don't drop when you want it once reset happens, and when you log in, the affinity has already changed, like today when I was out all day. So that's what will be happening for the arena team. If you have similar comps like this, to make it affinity friendly, you need to bring in a Force champion with Heres. And what gave me the idea is the takeover, the account takeover I did on Sunday. I don't know if you saw that video where we built an unkillable team for somebody who messaged me on Discord, and we were able to get that team working smoothly. It was fine, and he has sent me all his screenshots to show awesome damage he's doing 2 key on Ultra Nightmare on any affinity as long as he brings in Force champion for Spirit. And then so that's the only, and it's full auto, you don't need to do any manual config, whatever. That's why maybe I'll also build this team on my main account where I have all the components. I currently still do a double monitor, easy monitor though, which requires me to do a 3 to 5 ton setup before I hit auto every day. On every Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare, I need to do 5 to 6 ton setup. On Brutal, I even do 8 ton manual setup before I hit auto. So that's a slight inconvenience. Those who don't have unkillable team might see it as nothing, but if you've been doing this for a year or 2, getting there, hitting that Clan Boss manual keys until you hit the auto on turn 8, you get tired of it eventually. So seeing people go to Demeter and just hit auto and walk away, it's nice. It's something I'll do on my main account. All right, that's something somebody who will inherit this account will enjoy. I know I'm putting everything perfectly well, including the great tool. For the forge materials, we did forge today. CVC is currently on. We are not going for it aggressively because there are no personal rewards and everybody is saving their resources for the fusion that is coming up tomorrow, the 9th of June, a new fusion. Is the Noob2Pro finally going for a fusion? No. I have my main account to focus on. As a free to play, I can't do there and do here. If I was paid to win, maybe I'll spend resources on one and then the other one will be doing free stuff. But the Noob2Pro is fusion ready. Don't get me wrong. The Noob2Pro can complete this fusion. You can see Sacred Shard 9 sitting right there, Void 8. We have the shards because shards is all you need to complete a fusion. If you're talking about the energy, we'll be spending the energy in Fire Knight. So we didn't actually like save any energy in the inbox. But if we wanted to, we can actually do it because we do have the gems right there, almost 3,000 gems. So yes, Noob2Pro is ready for fusion. We can do most Dungeon 20 content, Fire Knight 20, Dragon 20, Spider and Ice Golem maybe 17 and 18. So all right, I don't think there's any other thing. I just wanted to show you what has been happening to the Noob2Pro, and that's the update I wanted to give you guys in terms of Fire Knight runs that we did that gave us awesome gear that we will soon be using to build our seer. I know not everybody has a seer and sometimes people get kind of turned off from a video when they see seer runs, but hey, this Noob2Pro deserves this seer. This Noob2Pro deserves this Sifi. Even though I don't have these two champions on my main account, I'm also salty seeing them here. So all right, before I do end the video though, I want to let you know that the account giveaway that we are currently doing, not for this Noob2Pro account, we've not gotten the Arbiter yet on this account. Once we get Arbiter missions complete, then we'll decide whether to give it away or not. So on the other account that I highlighted before, I'll pin it here. You can check out the champions. It had a ninja, it has a lot of end game champions. The account is over 2 years old. It has visits all the champions unlocked, and then you can check it out, the video there, and how to enter for that giveaway. It still stands. We are close to that 3,000 mark. We're currently about 2,000. What, how many subscribers do we currently have there? 2,800 and something, right? We are about 150 subscribers away from giving away that end game account. So somebody messaged me on Discord that he wanted to also give away his account, so there might be 2 accounts going with that. So somebody will win the main account that has stacked up, while somebody else who is also new will win the other smaller account that is, you know, kind of new and in some way with some legendaries. All right, so you guys remember to check out that video and enter the giveaway by watching the video. Most people ask in the comment, how do I enter the giveaway? I recommend you watch that video so you see all what the account has to offer before you know whether you want it or not. All right, that's all I have for the update for this Noob2Pro. I'm giving this update today because on the 9th of June I'll be focusing on my main account until this old school fusion is done for, I forget his name already, the new bomb guy who everybody is going crazy about. So I want to really focus there and get that champion. I'll show you my fusion plan tomorrow once the fusion launches on how I intend to get that champion. If you're going for that fusion, make sure you watch that video because you'll see me, you know, calculate whether I can skip out on champion chase or I can skip out on summon rush. You know, I like to get the epic champion from one of those events, and we'll take a look at the calendar together and decide the perfect way to go about that fusion so we don't miss out on it. Maybe we'll pull the void, or I mean we'll pull the epics from a shard or something. All right, you guys let me know if I missed out on anything. The dragon team, I mean the arena missions, I talked about it. Account giveaway, I talked about it. CVC books, there's something else, so I wanted to book some champions before we end this video. Yes. CVC is currently going on, so it's time for us to spend our books. So don't click out yet, calm down. If you get to upgrade skills, you can see I did say we have enough books to book seer, right? So I wanted to do it on the video. I didn't want to do it off screen, so that I wanted to wait till during a update video to actually do it during CVC. That's the best time to spend your books. All these books we are obtained from the Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss and the Nightmare Clan Boss, and some were also obtained from events and tournaments. So yes, for you to have this many books, it means you've been doing something right in Raid Shadow Legends. Come on, click, let's go. We are booking all our skills. We currently do not have any other epics that we are trying to spend books on. Oh, that's the last one. She doesn't require that many books. 7 books, that's nice. And Sia is fully booked. We also have 5 legendary books right there that we want to spend on somebody. So that's why I also wanted to wait for a video like this to do it. A lot of people will say save your legendary books till you see a champion that is worth it. Because the arena is currently easy to farm, I don't think it's necessary for us to spend these books on a champion that is going to be an arena nuker. I'm talking about this dude, Roba, or this other new legendary we pulled, King Goral. So those are the 2 nukers we are trying to see if there will be our arena nuker with the Sifi, right? But we're currently not spending books on them because arena is easy to farm. Currently with Razen, yes, that's what I use for the arena, that defense team with Sifi. Okay, but who do we spend books on? I suggested we spend books on Drexter because a lot of people say Drexter doesn't need books, but I'll tell you right now, he's not landing his HP bond. 55% chance or 50% chance of landing it. He's not landing his provoke, also a low chance, 40% chance of landing it. So with books, I think it will make landing those provokes and those HP bonds a lot easier. So that's what I think. You guys let me know if you think it's a bad choice, but I tell you right now, it's either arena or dungeon content. So who do we spend books on? A champion for the arena or a champion we use for dungeon? Razen already has some books already on him, and he doesn't need much anymore because I already had this skill on cooldown. And maybe this one would help, but he's currently doing his nuke and everybody goes down in the arena. He's an arena champion right now. I use him in Doom Tower also. So I'm not looking to spend books on him. So maybe I should save it till we get somebody new during this new shard pool that is going to happen during this fusion, because we know the Noob2Pro is extremely lucky and might pull another legendary champion. But because we currently do Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare, I'm sure we're going to get books soon. So I'm looking to spend it on Razen. I'm just explaining away my reasons why I'm spending it on Razen, because he's not the best champion that you want to book. Oh, I also have one more option apart from Razen. We do have Seal the Drake. Where is she? Seal off the Drake. Let me get our official name right. That's her right there, and she's currently not booked. Why I didn't want to spend it on Seal the Drake? Because we don't use her right now in the Dragon. We thought she would be the champion that we'll use everywhere in Dragon, Fire Knight, you know, everywhere. But because we have a Sifi for that revive, and then maybe we'll have somebody else for the control, right? We don't really need her for that. Most people use her for the heal and revive, and Sifi does a great job. That's why I'm not thinking it's a good idea to currently to book Seal the Drake. And a lot of people use her for the spider also, but we have Drexter. If Seal the Drake stuns them, Drexter will not get hit. Remember, Drexter needs to be hit for that HP bond to be put. So we can't use Seal the Drake and Drexter in the same team. So I don't have a cold heart that will nuke them while Seal the Drake have them stunned. So that's why I'm justifying why we are not booking Seal the Drake. We'll have more books maybe to put on all of them one day, but for now, the priority seems to be on the champion who is supposed to get us to that Spider 20, because I think that's the only problem we're going to have on this series when we're trying to get that Arbiter missions done. Fire Knight is not going to be an issue. I mean, Ice Golem is not even going to be an issue. So I hope it all goes to this is it a passive or the A2? The provoke? Yeah, we got a cooldown right there. Well, it will help for Doom Tower, I guess. It all went to that skill. Dude! Attacks all enemies. 40% chance of placing that provoke has been increased to 50 and 60% chance of placing that provoke. So now we have an increased chance. This chance increases to 100 if the target is under HP bomb. So they are not under HP bomb already. I wished it went someone should have went here. So this is also the passive that we needed to book, so that when they hit us, there's a higher chance of them getting that HP bomb on them. We do currently have masteries on him. I don't think so. Yes, we do, and we didn't go towards this skill that increases the chance because we could do it with books, right? So it's not necessary. We went damage because he was going to be used for the Doom Tower and stuff. But if you don't want damage on him, I guess you could go towards that mastery. All right, and I still have epic books to spend. Who do we spend it on? In terms of epics, we have all the cooldowns for these champions. Filja, she has her cooldowns done. Or no, she doesn't. But we currently don't have her, would have her in any artifacts any now. She's not a nuker for campaign. And these champions have all their cooldowns already booked out in terms of his A3 at least. That's it. So the only person I'm looking to spend epic books on next is Occult Brawler. Occult Brawler, because of the Dragon 20 team that we're currently running, is I think the last stage of the dragon is Force Affinity, right? And for you to survive Force Affinity, Venomage can't do that. Venomage can do, I mean, she can do it, but she get weak hit and all that. So I'm thinking for us to build this champion, just because of that last stage of the dragon, when if people go down, Occult Brawler can still solo it. I currently do it in 8 minutes, 7 minutes, or 5 minutes. But I think with Occult Brawler right there, that poison will tick faster, and the Dragon 25 teams will be shorter cooldown. I also have this champion we will be using with Sia for that decreased defense, and he's the champion we will be using. Drexter, I mean, what's his name? Terrell is no longer our decreased defense champion. I said it before in a previous video. So we'll be taking out Terrell from our team, and let's put books on this champion. I think I have booked Foolish already. Yes, I've been putting books on him, and that's the last book. So get him ready to be going into the arena or a general content with Sia. Alright, who else do we spend books on? I guess nobody else for now. We'll have to save the rest of our books till we find somebody other champion that is worthy of it, because there's nobody that needs it right now. All right, that's all I wanted to show for you guys in this Noob2Pro update. I know it's a longer one because it's been a long time that we give an update, so I wanted to really take my time and explain things in the account and show you what's coming. You guys hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next Raid Shadow Legends video. Good night, guys.